When rap lyrics turn into courtroom evidence and a music label is accused of secretly being a violent street gang, the entire world stops and pays attention, and that's exactly what unfolded in the explosive YSL case. What began as music and culture soon spiraled into one of the most high-profile criminal trials in hip-hop history. On May 9, 2022, prosecutors in Fulton County, Georgia, shocked the industry by filing a sweeping 56-count RICO indictment against Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, and 27 other associates. Authorities claimed that Young Slime Life, or YSL, was more than a record label. They argued it was an organized criminal enterprise tied to murder, attempted murder, armed robbery, carjacking, witness intimidation, and drug trafficking dating all the way back to 2013. For prosecutors, this was about dismantling a gang. For fans, it was about targeting an artist. The case shook not just Atlanta but the global music industry, because prosecutors went a controversial step further. They used Young Thug's rap lyrics, music videos, and even social media posts as direct evidence of gang activity. Lyrics that fans once saw as creative expression were now being portrayed as confessions of real crimes. This raised a powerful debate: is rap art protected under free speech, or can it be criminalized in court? As the case moved forward, the courtroom became a stage of chaos and controversy. Several YSL members, including rapper Gunna, took plea deals, with Gunna entering an Alford plea, essentially not admitting guilt but acknowledging that prosecutors had enough evidence for a conviction. Other defendants followed, reducing the number of people actually standing trial. But outside of those deals, the legal process itself was plagued with problems. Judges were recused for misconduct, defense attorneys clashed with prosecutors, and even a defense lawyer was briefly jailed for contempt after accusing the court of improperly pressuring witnesses. The legal drama made headlines almost daily, turning the YSL case into a spectacle beyond the music world. By November 2023, after months of delays, the trial officially began, and it quickly earned the label of Georgia's longest-running criminal trial in history. Prosecutors painted Young Thug as the alleged ringleader of YSL, while defense attorneys argued that he was simply an influential artist whose lyrics were fiction, not fact. Witness testimony, forensic evidence, and social media posts were all dissected in detail. But as time went on, the case began to lose steam. By late 2024, most of the defendants who went to trial were either acquitted of the most serious gang and murder charges or had their sentences reduced to time served. The supposed criminal empire prosecutors described was proving harder to prove in court. Then came the twist that no one saw coming. On October 31, 2024, after more than 2 years of legal battles, Young Thug himself entered a guilty plea. In exchange for ending the marathon trial, he accepted a 40-year sentence, with the majority of it commuted to the time he had already served behind bars. The deal required him to serve 15 years of probation, with the looming threat that a violation could put him back in prison for up to 20 additional years. For Young Thug, it was both a release and a heavy burden. For prosecutors, it was a partial victory after a trial full of setbacks. The outcome sparked global conversation. Fans, legal experts, and artists everywhere debated, should music, especially rap lyrics, ever be allowed as evidence in a courtroom? Was this a fair application of Georgia's RICO laws, or an overreach that unfairly targeted black artists and their creative expression? To some, it was justice served. To others, it was proof that the system criminalizes culture. In the end, the YSL RICO trial left behind more questions than answers. It blurred the line between art and crime, creativity and confession, forcing society to confront the uncomfortable reality of how far the justice system will go to prosecute suspected gangs. More than just a legal battle, it became a cultural flashpoint that will be studied and remembered for years to come. That is why the YSL case remains one of the most important, controversial, and impactful trials in the history of hip-hop.